Well, good morning. It is July the 5th, and this is your Monday message. Yesterday, we celebrated the 245th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and today's the day after. And that caused me to give some thought to post July 4th, post the signing of the Declaration of Independence. By the time word got around back then that these 56 men had signed this document declaring that they were declaring their independence from Great Britain, got me to thinking about how sometimes making a decision is not the hardest part. Making a commitment to do something, to change something, that's not the hardest part. It's when you have to follow through. It's when you have to put the plan in action. It's when you lay it down at the altar and you make that decision, but then after that, do you implement the change? Do you do what you committed to do? And for most of us, that's the hard part. And so it got me to thinking about what happened after July 4th, 1776. Now, granted, it really didn't even get fully signed, and word didn't get out until much later. But of those 56 men, what happened to them post the 4th of July? So the first thing you would need to know is who they were. They were successful. Many of them were entrepreneurs and businessmen. Of the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence, 24 of them were lawyers. About 10 to 12 of them were merchants or store owners. About 10 to 12 were farmers. There were a couple of clergy. And then the rest were just kind of a combination of things. But for the most part, those 56 men were successful. Prior to the signing of the Declaration of Independence, they owned a lot of land and had a lot of success and a lot of money. But after signing the Declaration of Independence, these men lost a lot. And that's interesting. If you read the full Declaration of Independence, you'll see this line that they wrote, that they were pledging to one another their lives, their livelihoods, their success, and their honor, their sacred honor. They pledged their fortunes and pledged everything that they had towards this cause that was greater than themselves. After the Declaration of Independence, we find that of those 56 signers, 5 of them were captured and tortured because they had signed a document that Great Britain said was an act of treason. 5 of them were captured and tortured. About 10 to 15 of them had their homes burned to the ground and had their land taken from them. 2 of the signers of the Declaration of Independence lost their sons in the Revolutionary War. Their sons went to fight the cause. You see, it's not just about making a commitment or signing something, but the follow through. Their own children went and fought in the Revolution. 9 of them, 9 of the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence fought and died as a result of their wounds from the Revolutionary War. Of those 56, most of them lost a lot of wealth, and many of them were forced to declare bankruptcy. So this is what happened after. This is what happened after they gathered in Independence Hall and after they pledged their lives and after they signed this document. They followed through. It's not about making a commitment or saying that you're going to do something. Oftentimes that's lip service, and that's kind of the easy part if we were to be honest. But it is actually implementing. It is actually doing what you said you're going to do, the commitment that you made, the pledge that you gave. And that's what I see is lacking today in churches and today in our culture is the follow through. There's a lot of good talk and there's a lot of good commitments made, but what about the follow through? What about making sure that it gets done? That's where a lot of us could do a better job. And so today, it's my prayer that you and I will do what we say we're going to do. That if we made that pledge, if we made that commitment, if we prayed the prayer at that altar in the church, if we told God we're going to do something, then come on, let's do it. Let's follow through and let's get her done. Stay faithful. Stay focused. God bless you.